FC Fan TV. This is my post-match review where Chelsea have just drawn against Everton 0-0. You know, listen, I don't know how you guys are feeling about it. Yeah, it's not a loss, but ideally, if we want to go for top 3, we need to be picking up all the points that we can get. So we did need 3 points. I think the story of today is Everton's defending. I think Sam set their team up so that they basically, I think against all their top teams, they're going to play very defensively because they don't want to concede a goal. So what they're going to try and do is defend for their lives, and then when they get the chance, try and get us on the counter. I thought we had some really good chances today, especially I think there's one in the first 10 minutes where I think Alonso hit, then Willian almost sort of pushed it in. Don't know if it was by his feet, but by his legs or whatever. So it was really disappointing that we didn't get the win. But overall, I'd imagine for you travelling fans, a really frustrating and disappointing performance overall. But I think combined with there's sort of 2 things here. And number 1, that's Everton's defending, like I've just said. And secondly, we don't really have that finishing striker, somebody who can bring that bit of spark. Because I think what Everton tried to do today, they clearly had a game plan. And I actually thought they were going to start off a lot better than what they did. I think we were actually quite good in the first half. One free kick that I didn't know whether Willian or Alonso were going to take it, and then it ended up being Willian. It was just over the bar. But yeah, all aside from that, they just defended really well. I don't think it was even their goalkeeper, just their defenders who made some really, really crucial saves, especially on the line in the first half, and that just sort of really stopped us. And I think without us having a striker, I mean, Conte again today, I was quite happy with the team when it came out, you know. I love seeing Willian and Pedro playing on the pitch now. But we don't have Morata. He's suspended obviously because of his celebration, and you can comment and let me know what you think about that. I actually thought it was really harsh, if I'm being honest, him being left out of this game. I originally had a bit of a rant on Twitter and deleted my tweet because I said that it was because he put the ball under his top because, excuse me, because he's having a baby. And I thought, well, how can you criticise him for that? But apparently it was because he kicked the ball away after. But even so, I think that's a really, really harsh decision to give him a yellow because, I mean, he just scored the winner. We conceded about a minute before that and he's just scored the winner and he's going to get booked for it. Well, whatever, it is what it is, and he missed today's game. And we don't have a striker. He doesn't want to play Batshuayi. I don't know what the guy's got to do to get a game, but even you fans, I asked you to comment earlier and say, you know, does he start on Boxing Day even? And the majority of you said no, he shouldn't start on Boxing Day. So I think he's clearly fallen out of favour, and that's a shame because I think he's a really talented striker, and I think wherever he goes next, he's going to do really, really well for the club that he's at. But unfortunately, I think if he wants to be playing first team football on a regular basis, I don't think he's ever going to get it at Chelsea under Antonio Conte. Comment below, guys. Are you happy with the result today? I can't imagine that you all are. Everton can be a tough side. I don't think they've had the best of seasons, if I'm being honest. So I would have expected us to win today, and I felt like at times we were the better team. I have to just say that for Everton, it's probably a really good point to pick up. But for us, it's 2 points lost. That's the way I'm looking at it now, because we're going into January now, and we need to start winning games. We need to start winning games, and it's basically as simple as that. And I think without goals, that's the problem. I think with Everton, it's a bit different now because they've had a new manager come in, and I think what he's trying to do is just stabilise them basically. And I think against teams like Chelsea, Manchester United, Man City, they're going to play very defensively, and they're going to try and get a last minute winner. They're going to try and do those sorts of things and try and get us on the counter. They're not going to really be playing really attacking football. I think when Everton come to play lesser teams like Swansea, West Brom, whoever, I think they'll put out a different team. But for us, we should have expected that today, and they weren't going to let us score a goal easily, and they didn't. Plus side for us, we kept a clean sheet. Don't really see how that could be much of a plus. But yeah, I mean, we're not talking about a loss, and I think that's obviously prevents us from having a major meltdown. But it is a bit of a shame for me because I just want us to start winning games consistently. You know, I don't want us to win 2 or 3 games and then lose, and then 2 or 3 games then sort of full of form again. But I think the story of today was, yeah, like I say, fantastic defending from Everton, and we just don't have that striker up front. We don't have that attacking force that we need. And it just wasn't happening for us. I think if you don't have a striker that's sort of on form, you don't have a striker on the pitch even, you need to have your midfielders that are just going to take a chance and try something out of the ordinary, you know, like Matic used to, for instance, and David Luiz provides that sometimes, and he's not in the team. So, yeah, comment below, are you happy with today's game? Charlie's going to do a review later, and I'm also, tomorrow for Christmas Eve, which I hope you all love, I'm going to go through my best and worst moments up until this point, from the start of the season up until 1st of January. Well, we're going into January, aren't we? But yeah, I'll do a good 6 months of what I've enjoyed and what I've really wished never happened. So yeah, a comment below, thoughts on the team, and I will see you all tomorrow.